got a tour show thing happening?
July 23rd or 20th.
We'll figure it out.
We got a live show. Get you some tickets. We will have this and this on stage. We will do some type of food challenge. We probably will be drunk. We're going to bring y'all on stage to try some spicy food with us. Maybe. Who knows what we're doing. But pull up. It's going to be so fun. Link in the description if you want to get some tickets. Robyn Couch will be there. How fun. We're going to force her to twerk for you guys. It's going to be lit. Hey, man. Money. Am I right? Sending money. Ugh. That's why I like Cash App. So easy. Everybody got it. Look, man, I do a lot of dealings online, sending money, paying people. That's why I F with Cash App. It's so easy to use and it's super safe. Cash App has your back, okay? If you're about to send money to a sketchy account, a scam warning pops up. Do you feel way more relaxed knowing Cash App has your back? I sure do. It's so easy to get started. All you gotta do is enter your phone or email and some other basic information. There's no bank account needed. That's great. I love that. And that's just why I love using Cash App, okay? Because it's fast, it's safe, and it just makes life way less stressful. For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code, TheFoods, in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Yo, I love me some Whole Foods, okay? They got the 365 by Whole Foods Market. Their house brand, 365 by Whole Foods, has everything you need for delicious summer fun for less. I'm talking about organic condiments, spice rubs, and marinades. Examples include no sugar added ketchup and organic yellow mustard. Yum. Plus, great everyday prices on classic summer sides like organic salad kits, tortilla chips, and zesty salsas, and kettle cooked chips, okay? So make sure you check out Whole Foods. There are so many ways to save on summer grilling favorites at Whole Foods Market. Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods.
That's actually really fucking good.
Oh, David,
I don't even know why you even asked for a hat. Your hair is fucking perfect, dude. Your hair is fucking beautiful and it's perfect.
As I was on my way to the studio, I texted David, so, hey, dog, can you bring me like a black hat that you have at home? Because I was coming from a shoot and I didn't sleep at home, so I wanted a hat because the hat that I had didn't go with the clothes I was wearing. And then I said, never mind, I'll just have my hair out.
No, man, my hair's perfect. What do I even need it for? Oh, my God. We're doing a late night shoot right now. I just took a 2-hour nap, and I came right here.
So you feel good?
I'm still tired.
You shaved your head again?
Yeah, I shaved it.
Wow. What's that, like a 3 on top?
I can't remember, but it already grew out, so I got to get the side faded again.
Dang, son, you just felt like it?
You know what? You got a kid, you know? And I'm in the process of moving right now, so it's just been a fucking whirlwind of shit. I just shaved that shit off. I just want to get this over with. Not the podcast, but just like moving. Moving is a
life.
Bitch. A life. I just want to kill myself.
I appreciate you making this 9 p.m. Session happen, dog. You know, I know you're moving. I know you have a newly shaved, funny-looking head. I know.
My head is perfect. That's the one thing I can say with confidence is I have a perfectly round fucking head, which is thank God.
No, isn't it great? Whenever people, like, you know, yes, we have giant heads, okay? But we have very round, not bumpy heads. They're great when they're shaved. Have I ever told you about cornrows from Paramount High?
You got cornrows?
I know. I might have told you, but there was a cholo, and everyone called him cornrows. But he had a shaved head because his head was so fucking lumpy and
you guys
had
are so mean.
Folds in it that the way the light hit it made it look like he had like braids. No, and it was so the other cholos, they would be like, you would just hear him walking and you'd be, hey, cornrows, where you going? What are you having? Where are you going to sit for lunch? Cornrows.
My name is Peter. My name is Peter.
Like, I'm not even a cholo. Why are we friends?
I'm white. Stop calling me that.
Please, I have a condition.
Dude, it's like a genetic condition though, right? Where they have like overlapping skin.
Lots of skin. Yeah, it has to be some type of, yeah. I'm sure it's genetic.
I used to go to this gym in South Pasadena, and there's this fucking guy there that everybody knows. Like, if you look at the Yelp reviews at this gym, they always complain about this motherfucker. Okay. This guy grabs every fucking dumbbell on the rack and he stacks it around his body.
What?
So I kid you, I fucking literally witnessed this shit, right? And none of the reason why I left this gym was because the staff was pissing me off. Because I was like, hey, this fucking guy takes all the dumbbells and he uses every single one for 3 hours straight and nobody can touch the dumbbell.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, and I'm like, why don't you guys fucking kick him out or do something? And they wouldn't do anything. So they lost like a bunch of members because the staff is like scared of him or something.
Really?
And so I was like, what the fuck? So this guy, when he was doing his shit, this lady came up, she goes, do you mind if I take a dumbbell? Right. And by the way, he has like from 5s all the way to like 50s, every single one.
That's crazy.
It's the most unethical, non-etiquette thing ever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he's like being super disrespectful to this fucking lady. And this fool takes off his hat. And just like cornrows, he had the most disgusting head ever. The back of his head looked like the Monster Energy symbol. It's fucking gross, dude. It looks like that dog with that genetic disorder with all the flaps in his face?
Yeah, not a pit bull, a
bloodhound?
No, a not a pug, a no. What the fuck are they called? Robin Couch. What are they called?
Dog with lots of skin face.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The dogs with the faces.
What's the dog with the skin face?
With the faces.
I just fear what
God damn it.
lists I will end up on if I Google that.
I put dog with skin face. Here it is. It's called
dog with skin face.
Sharpei.
Yes.
Right here.
Yes. Sharpei.
Sharpei dogs.
Oh man. Well, that's annoying.
I think this is the latest I've done a podcast.
Ever?
Yeah. No,
We've done these sessions before.
No. I used to do Genius Brain super late at night.
Yeah.
Like till like 12 a.m.
It feels good. It kind of feels nice. Oh, well, okay. First of all, I know you said you've been eating a lot because, you know, you've been packing and shit. But there is a specific food that's been popping up on my algorithm. And I was so just in the mood for it. Had a hankering because of my algorithm. Motherfucking pop that shit open, dog. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see right now. Take a look at what you see. The juice is spilled a bit from the bag, so it's gonna get your fingers stinky.
It's stinky as fuck, by the way. It is stinky duck.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something, man. This is the thing I never get to have because my wife hates duck.
Yeah.
She hates the smell of it. She hates the look of it.
Yeah.
She thinks it's disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
Chia is also somebody who
oh my God,
will only eat duck if my mom is serving it and she's like, and like it's on her plate and she'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll have some, right? But will never like go out of her way to have duck. It just does not appeal to her. But duck is like my shit, dog.
So one of my top proteins, specifically the way it's prepared here, outside of like beef, like it's just so good. And it's fucking hard to make too. Like you're not gonna make this at home.
Yeah, bro. It's just like that perfect amount of like fat, the crispy skin, the meat. I also got some crab maw soup, some crab and fish maw soup.
We'll have some of that.
I was just very hungry. I've been in fucking Joshua Tree all day.
Hot as shit, huh?
Hot as shit, my guy. I remember how last week, okay, so I was filming something with Megan Batoon. I don't want to get too into it until we have a release date and all that. But like, I had to film all day in Palm Springs, Joshua Tree with Megan Batoon. So fucking hot. I was so just greasy and sweaty. But remember how last week I said I pissed Chia off because I got all high off that wine? Apparently there was no alcohol, dog. It's just THC in that shit.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, so I don't know.
You just straight up drank weed.
Yeah, like three big glasses,
That's
dog.
crazy.
Chugged it like it was soda, you know what I'm saying? So your boy was gone, and wife was pissed off. So this time, right? The plan for everyone else, it's not a twist. Robyn, can you open up David's bottle?
I think I just tore all the skin off my hand. That shit hurts so bad.
You've done that before. Robyn Couch booty shot, y'all. Robyn Couch booty shot. And
First of all, I've never heard somebody make that noise like that. Is that the Thai version?
Cheers. Cheers. Late night vibes. It's different out here. It's different out here.
I've never heard anybody make that fucking horn noise like that.
That's
dude.
how you do it.
I heard like beer, 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 beer.
Oh. It's way more accurate.
Yeah, nobody has ever said it like that, dude. It's a party. That's tight. Well, that's the new thing, dude.
So, I was like, this time.
Oh, that's so funny.
So they had Megan Mattoon go out there the day before because we had an early shoot, right? She's laid up in Palm Springs at the pool and shit. But I'm like, man, I'm only a couple hours away. I'm going to be home. I want to be home, you know? Stay with Chi on Sunday, put the babies to sleep. And then at 8 p.m., the babies are both down. We clean the kitchen. Now it's like time to watch The Last of Us. I told them, yo, can I get a car at like 9:15? They were like, cool. Literally, episode ended around 9:10. It was an hour episode. Great episode. Did you watch the new one with Joel and Ellie? It was all her birthdays.
I didn't see the latest one yet.
Bro, it is such a fucking, like, especially now you as a parent, it is heartstrings, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, she's such a bad actress, dude. Fucking pissed me off. Dude.
David's being sarcastic because he was defending Ellie's acting because comments are annoying. You can watch his other podcast.
Pissed me off, you guys.
So, fucking great episode. I threw a bunch of shit in a duffel bag. Took a ride to Palm Springs. Got there like 11:30 at night. You know what I'm saying? Unpacked my shit. And not gonna lie, yes, I was sad to be away from the babies because as soon as I told Veda, I was like, all right, baby, daddy's gonna go to work. I'm gonna miss one sleep, okay? She's okay. She gets all sad, right? But I was in the hotel room. Hungry. It was like midnight. I'm like, busted open a bag of salt and vinegar chips. I even busted open a little alcohol beverage. Seinfeld reruns were on TV.
Oh, Seinfeld reruns are the best.
Dog, I just laid out, laid out with my chips and my drink, watching Seinfeld. I was like, okay, this is nice. Woke up 7 a.m. the next day, filmed with Megan Mattoon all day in Joshua Tree, right? And I'm like, can I get a ride back home? Initially, I wanted to put the babies to sleep after we were done filming. I didn't think we were going to be shooting till fucking 6:30. So then I was like, all right. They were like, we're going to wrap later. I was like, oh, shit, okay. They switched it because I scheduled this 9 p.m. session with you. As soon as I got done, dog, hopped in that car service, 3-hour ride from Joshua Tree to Burbank to come to this session. The GPS was literally, we wrapped. Literally, I hopped in the car. I typed in the GPS to this location. 8:55 ETA, got here. Ordered the food today at 2 p.m. for delivery. It got here at the same time as me, dog.
God always blesses you, dude.
The universe and God and Beyonce, thank you. We are here. Blessings. Tomorrow I'll be home and at school for Veda's open house where they show us shit from preschool. It's lit. Your baby had a big step today. What happened?
My baby said his first word.
Woohoo!
And it wasn't my name or who I am. He said Umma, which is mom in Korean. It was so crazy and it pissed me off a little bit because I have been saying my name to him all 5 months and he didn't say it at all. He said Umma. And that shit was, I feel like I should have been more excited, right? Right? Which I was, but it was more like,
oh, really?
Where's mine? Like, where's I'm here.
I'm here a lot.
I might as well just be omnipresent, dude.
Just wait, dog. You know what it is? It's because the babies are doing this all day.
Yeah, it's already there.
Yeah.
It already kind of sounded like he was saying it like a few weeks ago.
Right.
And then he finally looked her in the face and went, Umma. I was like,
yes, like a cognitive, you are Umma.
Yeah, that shit threw me off, man.
It is crazy. when Q first did that, he was in a state of panic and alarm. Because, he'd been making the noisy and right?
Mm-hmm.
But then one day, dog, I was holding him and he was like reaching out looking for Chia and like literally turned around to her and was like, Mama! And I was like, oh shit, you know exactly what you're saying right now.
That must have felt so good for her.
It was crazy.
When did he say daddy or dada?
Daddy, when did he start saying daddy? A little while after that. I don't know exactly when, but yeah. And he's just he's talking I think he talks more right now than Veda did at her age.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah. And I used to make jokes about like, oh, my boy's slow, like when I did my stand-up shit. But he's actually pretty fucking like, I think if I was to compare the timelines, I think he's pretty like he's past what Veda was doing.
Can I tell you something? I want to be a screen parent so bad. There are moments where I'm like, fuck. Because, they're kind of a blob at this stage, right? They're exciting, they're moving, they're seeing things. But we ain't really walking anywhere. We ain't so I'm just there, and I just have to stare at him. And then, do objects and toys, which I love, right? But a part of me is just like, I could use like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? I could use 30 minutes to just close my eyes and take a quick little fucking nap right now. And if I just pop open this screen and he watches a little Blue's Clues, I could make it happen. But I won't.
Yeah, man.
That's why I said, I don't judge. I get it.
Do your thing, bro.
I get it.
We, in the morning now, when I wake up, Chia wakes up before me and Q and Chia both wake up before me, so. But Chia's out there trying to get Beta's lunch together for school and she's trying to get breakfast together. I sleep probably another hour after Chia. But Q's up. But he knows he gets a little iPad time while mommy's in the kitchen getting shit together. You know what I'm saying? So he's out there in his iPad, watching his dinosaurs or whatever. I come out, turn around. Hi, Daddy. Morning, Daddy. What he says, Daddy. He turns right back around on his shit.
What does he do on the iPad? Like, he just watching videos?
Watch videos. There are a couple games he knows how to play too. But one thing is annoying though, dog, because you really do have to, even when you're on the kids' YouTube app, you have to monitor shit, right? Because like Veda, for example, when she was like on the iPad sometimes, she kind of really got into like ghost cartoons and shit like that. And it was cute because she liked it. Zombies, ghosts, she was into it, right? Q has come across these like monster videos, but he gets scared. So he'll be like, monster in the door, monster in the bed. I'm like, buddy, there's no monsters. You know what I'm saying? Where Veda watched these little videos, but it was just like fun ghosts and monsters. She never was like, quote unquote, freaked out by it.
Yeah.
But Q, it seems like, okay, now he's like seeing monsters everywhere. I'm like, oh God, why did I let him watch this fucking video,
Did you guys want to go for a third one?
It's a conversation. It's a conversation.
It's just still floating around a little bit?
It's not a not. It's I'm not getting my tubes tied.
Okay. It's not a yes, it's not a no.
It's not a yes, it's not a no. Like I've said plenty of times, Chia initially wanted 4. And then when we were in the thick of it with the 2 of them, I was like, hey, no.
Yeah.
No more. Done.
Yeah.
And then now that we're back on a routine,
do another one.
They're sleep trained, Veda's in school, Q's gonna start daycare soon. And she has really been thugging it out. Like now when I leave for like a couple of days to work or whatever, I'm like, okay, you want me to get the nanny? She's like, I'm good. Handles it, you know what I'm saying? So, and Chia's cousin in Canada, like, has this baby girl who's like 1, maybe 2, 1. She's like so cute. When I was like playing with her, I was like, okay, maybe. Because I know the third one would be a girl.
You know?
I just know. I feel it in my bones. And plus, my favorite shows have a girl-boy-girl combo, Bob's Burgers and The Fresh Prince. So I just know that's how it would happen. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Would you like some soup?
I'll take some soup.
Fuck yeah, dog.
Mariel, I bring up, she doesn't want to hear it though. I'm like, would you be down to have a She goes, I don't want to hear it. I'm stressing out right now. I'm like, all right. I really want a second kid, right?
Yeah.
I really want. I know it's hard right now.
Oh, you're there. You want a second kid
because I know how awesome it is to have a brother. And like having that support system now that we're older. When we were younger, we didn't get along that well. But now that we're older, having him as a support system helps a lot, man. Like, even with my parents when they're old, I'm not going to be the one having to deal with everything. It's going to be me and him, right? So if they get sick or something happens, I have my brother. And I think that's the thing that is future prepping. You know what I mean? So it's also not so much for me, it's just for him, right? I want him to have a companion. I want him to have somebody he can lean on. And they're like, oh, he'll have friends. True. But you've seen it with your kids. Like, the sibling bond is something different. You know what I mean?
I was literally just talking to Batoon about this today, where Q and Veda, now mind you, Q's 2. They have their own secret handshake that they made.
Oh, wow.
Unprompted. Like, they have their own handshake. When they're both in their car seats, you know, Q's facing back, Veda's facing forward, but they'll reach over. She'll go, Q, Q. And they hold hands, and then they go, yeah. And they go, yeah. And Rick saw it. He was like, that's so fucking cool. Because they just did it, you know? And I'm like, wow, this is cool. And, you know, and Veda, initially when we had our concerns about her maybe being jealous and being violent or whatever, when she was 2 and he was 1 or whatever the
age gap was,
yeah. Yeah, when he was just born and she was 2 and some change, she got a little violent. But now that she's fully there and, you know, a genius little 4-year-old and emotionally intelligent and just a loving little girl, and he is like a fun little 2-year-old, dude, like, you can just leave them to play together and it's so fun. He looks up to her so much, you know, like mimics everything she does, and I see the love there. Now I loved my childhood, you know what I'm saying? I never was an only child that was like, I wish I had a brother or a sister. Like, I always had friends, or I loved just fucking watching TV all day, you know what I'm saying? Or drawing and shit. But, and I think, you know, it's possible to be a well-adjusted only child and happy, but I see them and I'm like, oh, this is nice, you know?
Did you ever have an imaginary friend? You know, almost everybody I know that was just only child had an imaginary friend.
Really?
Which is interesting. Like, you're one of the few that didn't. Like, or they talk to themselves a lot.
I mean, yeah, I talk to myself a lot.
I know somebody who had an imaginary friend till they were 14.
What?
Yep.
But they acknowledged that this person wasn't real, though.
I never asked that far. Because he told me the imaginary friend's name. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a floating like moon that would follow him. And then I asked him, well, when did it stop? He goes, I don't remember. I just remember I just stopped talking to him. And it just disappeared. But isn't that fucking trippy, dude, till you're 14?
At what point does it turn from an imaginary friend to like, oh, you should probably take medication for your like schizophrenia?
Well, that's what I was wondering, right? 14.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's super long. I was like, you don't talk to your imaginary friend anymore? He goes, well, no, it doesn't exist. I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy to me. Also, too, it's like, you must have got your ass beat a lot. You're at school. Well, I don't know, Richard.
No, he got his ass beat by his imaginary friend. He's like, Richard, please.
I'm not real.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to talk to our imaginary friends and smash our imaginary girls, and we'll be right back. Yo, there's so many ways to send money these days. Technology is wild. The future is crazy, but I F with Cash App, okay? Cash App is a safe, easy, and fast way to send, receive, and transfer money to family and friends. I use it. I really do. For real. Look, it's so easy to get started, okay? Just enter your phone or email and some other basic information. No bank account is even needed, okay? Did your money show up right away? No waiting around for days. It's your money. You shouldn't have to wait, all right? That's why I F with Cash App. It's secure and safe. Cash App has your back. If you're about to send money to a sketchy account, a scam warning pops up. Bing! Don't you feel way more relaxed knowing Cash App has your back? I sure do, okay? For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code, TheFoods, in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Now that's just lit. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
Real quick, did you guys know that oftentimes medication for people who are schizophrenic doesn't make their hallucinations go away? It just gives them the ability to ignore what they say to them.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
The fuck? That is actually crazy.
And that's fucking frightening. Mm-hmm. I want schizophrenia now. I'll tell you that. I would love to talk to myself. I would have the time of my life.
You can do it now.
Oh, nah. It sucks. Mariel, too, is so funny. We, her friends that they came over, and then she was just like, you know, you don't ever talk to me like how you talk to my friends. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, well, you have all these deep thoughts and stuff like that, and you have like long conversations. How come you don't talk to me like that? I was like, you know why? Because this is what I'll do. I'll go, hey, so I found this thing out, and this is what you go. You go, she's just drooling out of her mouth. Like, she doesn't want to hear it. Like, okay. I was like, you don't want to hear this type of shit. You don't like this. He's like, you know why? She was like, well, I would. I said, no, you don't. We already had this. We've been together for fucking like 11 years.
Yeah.
We had this stage.
Yeah.
We don't need this stage anymore.
Right,
We're at the point where you could sit here, I could sit here, and that's enough.
We don't have to impress each other with our deep thoughts anymore.
Yeah, dude. I don't have to do this stuff.
You know what's great? She is like so over all that type of shit. It's fucking great, right? I mean, one time I had a homegirl who was always posting about fucking trying to make a change in the world and all that bullshit.
Shut up.
Posting about like chemtrails in the sky and the earth. And I was like, showed it to you. I was like, babe, look at this. She was like, oh God. And I was like, I love you. And then, no, dog, but even with like, you know, because especially when it comes to consuming media, right? Movies and TV and shit, I love a good emotional, sappy moment, right? But sometimes we're watching The Last of Us, and she is ready for the fucking action. You know what I'm saying? She wants the violence. She wants the shooting and the zombies and all that, right? And sometimes there'll be like a, you know, like a very emotional episode, like the one, season 1 with the old gay couple.
That was like one of my favorite episodes.
It was such a great episode, right? Takes you completely out of it, tells this like beautiful story.
Amazing.
But she was like, ugh, I don't need this shit, man. She's like, show me the action, right? She's like, yeah, I enjoyed it, but it was like, ugh, I don't need that. And I'm like, babe, you know why they do that? Like, they're going for the fucking Emmy. You know, I told her, I was like, they want Emmys. You know, they're trying to be more than just like a zombie show, you know? Like, so they have this like beautiful writing.
And that's why you're not in film and acting, Chia.
Yeah. But you know what's so funny? So I looked up, I'm like, let's see, has The Last of Us won any Emmys? And like, first thing that pops up, Last of Us, Emmy for guest acting that episode.
Yep.
I'm like, oh God, that makes so much sense.
That episode with the gay couple was so moving. It was like, you ain't even got to be gay.
Not at all.
You just got to be human.
Yeah.
It was such... So, you know what? I talk about like representation and like DEI or whatever, whatnot. I don't know what DEI is, but let's say representation in film. Yeah. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? It's just human. You know what I mean? Like nobody's like pushing an agenda. They just exist. Yeah. And that's their life. And it was just so fucking beautiful, dude. I fucking cried watching that shit.
You know what episode had me? I mean, of course. You know what episode made me fucking cry first season? The Brothers. You know? And I remember... Like, because did you play the game?
No.
I also did not play the game. And I remember, you know, here you always see like murmurs on Twitter and shit. Like, oh man, you guys just wait until this episode. Or like the brothers popped up in the first episode, in their first episode, and the comments are like, oh man, just wait. And I remember watching with Chia. We're sitting in bed, and then went, all right, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched The Last of Us Season 1. Sorry, Robyn Couch. You probably weren't going to watch anyways. Maybe you were. Who knows?
I wasn't planning on it, so you're good.
Okay, so
it's good.
So when the little brother runs out, he's infected, right? And then the older brother like has to shoot him. At first it was like, oh no, and then he shoots himself. I sat up in bed, I was like, no! I was like so distressed. I'm sitting there, I'm fucking like, I'm crying in bed, right? I'm like tears down my cheeks, and I look over, and I thought, because Chia claims she's never seen me cry. And I look over thinking like, oh shit, she has definitely seen me cry right now. But she's a wreck. You know what I'm saying? She's bawling. We're both episode went off. We're both like, oh man, rough. And then I was like, you want to have sex?
Just like fucking boogers coming out her nose. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that we've been watching. Like I'm watching this Korean show right now where it's a very interesting take on the afterlife, right?
Okay.
Where you're finding out all these people you either go to heaven or hell. And basically the weight of your sins depends on where you go. Okay. So if you were a good person, it's basically Jewish heaven, right? So it's like it's based on your deeds. So there's like a scale that kind of puts you somewhere. You find out later on in the episodes. It's a lot more complicated than that. But you're finding out that a lot of these people who are in heaven or hell later on in the show, you're like, isn't their first time? They've died multiple times because they've been reincarnated.
Oh, and they keep trying again?
And they have these like past lives, and you're finding out about their past lives. And that shit makes me and Mariel just tear the fuck up. Yeah. Because there was such a good episode that happened recently where there's this girl who was adopted by this lady. And this lady wasn't that great either, but she just barely tipped over the scales to go to heaven. Okay. But there's this little girl who got adopted by her because her father used to beat the shit out of her. Like, fuck her up. Because he was a lousy drunk and a gambler. And so she adopted her. And eventually that girl died too, and they both met in heaven. And then she found out while she was there, the father that beat the shit out of her every day was in heaven too. And she's like, why the fuck is he in heaven? And she's like, telling, the person who was like the God, like, this is unfair. Like, he shouldn't be here. Like, why does he get to be here? How is he here? And then basically she said, he went to hell. He went through all stages of hell. We burned him alive. We did everything. And now he's here. And his punishment now is to be faced with you. She goes, well, why is his punishment my sin? And then they show them their past together. And their past, they were both pieces of shit. Right? So it's like, both of you this isn't your first time here.
So it's all kind of like you're accumulating points.
Yeah. And so she gets to realize, oh shit, like I don't deserve to be here either. And so reincarnation is a time for them to repent for their sins, to undo what they did. And so it's just like this whole crazy idea of like life and death. I love like a little heady stuff like that. It's like, damn, what if heaven was like that and reincarnation was real? It's so trippy to me, dude.
I mean, I love shit like that because like, you really don't know, right? You really don't know until you die. But there are books from people who like, maybe they die for like 8 minutes and they're brought back to life and they talk about what they've seen and shit like that. And I don't know, man, it's a trip. I always, of course, growing up in church, right? You're led to believe that, you die and it's either heaven or hell, right? And then you hear about like these babies, we've talked about this before, these babies that are like reliving their past lives where they know how to play Mozart on the piano when they don't even talk yet, shit like that.
Or they're speaking German and shit. That shit creeps me the fuck out.
What about those babies that describe dying in 9/11?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's the shit we're talking. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Like some family actually posted online about how their kid was having memories of being a firefighter who passed it like crazy. On 9/11, and he described like the station number and really specific things, and they kind of tracked him to a real person that they suspect their kid was.
That's so crazy. It would probably pop up on my algorithm now because my algorithm is all 9/11 jokes now.
Oh my! You have so many 9/11 jokes. It's unreal. When I hear those type of stories, like, look, how can it even be fake? How could it be fake?
Right.
That's the first thing I think about, right?
Right.
Like, how can something be so specific and not be real? Because what was this kid coerced into memorizing these things? Absolutely not.
Yeah, or his parents fucking showing him YouTube videos every day about 9/11. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Or a kid knowing how to speak fucking German for like a week and then not knowing that he was speaking German at all, and it was completely fluent.
Yeah, man.
That's some weird fucking shit. That's why when people like don't believe in any type of like woo-wah shit, I'm like, even if you don't believe in God, you got to believe in something. There's something not normal here. That's crazy. It's like, I don't know.
So I like that. I like the concept of this Korean show where it's like, okay, God, hell, but also past lives, reincarnation. Because it almost, to somebody who's like a super traditional Christian, it's like, no, reincarnation doesn't exist, right? But then, like, we don't know. So that's a dope concept.
That's why The Good Place actually tripped me out a lot too.
Oh, yeah.
The Good Place had the concept towards the end where it's like, okay, so you're in heaven, right? And they finally found out that, towards the end, if you haven't seen, I mean, the show has ended quite a while ago. But when you're in heaven, there's this concept that people don't think about is like, well, when you're in a place of perfection and you're in perfection for hundreds of thousands of years, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so towards that, there's an option for people to go through this like hole where you don't know where it ends because you're in heaven. You're supposed to live forever in paradise.
Mm-hmm.
But when paradise is every day, what do you do after?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because when you're here on Earth,
spoiler alert.
Okay. So this is what happens at the end of Harry Potter. But that concept was interesting because when we're living here, we're also living for a specific purpose because we know that there's an end somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you do when you know that there is no end and you are at the end?
Yeah, every day you're like, oh God, 30 virgins, I'm over it, dog. 30 virgins and all the roast duck I can eat, okay.
I guess my loophole that I would do is that after, let's say, 100 years, I want my memories erased of all the of all the fun new experiences that I had, so I could relive it again.
Well, that's why the concept of reincarnation is lit, because it's like you get to come back and I don't know, come back as a butterfly and shit, live a whole different life. Then you get squashed by a cat, and then you get to come back as Shaquille O'Neal.
Why Shaquille O'Neal, dude?
I was thinking, like, who's a fun life?
He's so fucking rich, dude.
I know, and he's just a happy guy all the time.
I also would wonder too, like, what would I be like, or what would I do if I had unlimited amount of money like that?
Or if you had sex with Shaquille O'Neal.
I'd probably be dead. I 100% would be dead. Can I say something on this podcast? I actually know somebody who hooked up with him long time ago. She's an older woman. She said his dick was like a Coke can. God.
I have a
holy shit, dude.
I have a friend of a friend of a friend who was also hooking up with Shaquille O'Neal like so long ago, and yeah, Coke can.
Coke can.
Well, I don't know. I don't talk to her like that,
but it's pretty interesting. Like when I always think about like the afterlife stuff, it's like I think like now that we're at this age, I'm always like cognizant that, oh shit, I could really die. So I always wonder too. It's like. One thing I thought about the other day is like, I wonder how long people will mourn me after I die. Like, what is the period where people stop remembering you?
People are gonna fucking light candles on the day of my death forever, dog.
Because they're happy you died, or
like finally,
like it's a concert.
Throw parties and shit. No, I always imagine people being sad for a long time because I'm a legend and shit. Like just die a legend.
What I wonder about is like what I thought about is also our kids, right? Like if I died tomorrow, and then my kid doesn't have any recollection of me, all he has is like these small little videos of me and him when he was a kid. It's like, what would he imagine our relationship to be like if he got older, and then how would that affect him as an adult? That shit trip. That's why I'm trying to live a lot longer. That's why I shouldn't be eating any of this shit.
Well, that's why you got to get that baby on some screen time, dog, because if I die tomorrow, Veda knows there's mad vlogs on YouTube of our shenanigans together. You know what she does sometimes now? When she's like, we'll be watching Frozen or we'll be watching whatever, and then sometimes like, all right, what do you want to watch next? She's like, I want to watch the videos that you make of us. And I'm like, oh, the vlogs. She said, yeah, vlogs. So I'll put them on. We watch vlogs of the babies playing.
Really?
Yeah, she loves it.
She loves it.
We're gonna put on some vlogs and we'll be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope you're hungry because summer grilling season is in full swing, son. Whether you're hosting the neighborhood barbecue or showing up with something delicious in hand, WholeFoods Market has you covered with great everyday prices on high-quality grilling favorites, from juicy burgers and sustainably sourced seafood to crisp salad kits and crowd-pleasing sides. It's easy to serve up something special without breaking the bank. Let's fire up the grill and check out the savings. Look, I actually literally do shop at Whole Foods every day for our groceries. Not every day, but like every other day. You know what I'm saying? We love Whole Foods. We go all the time. I love the fresh ingredients. I love the prices, and they even have a yellow low price sign. Look for hundreds of yellow low price signs that help you save without compromising the quality you expect from Whole Foods Market. Find them on meats for the grill like organic grass-fed beef burgers, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and more. All no antibiotics ever, okay? There are so many ways to save on summer grilling favorites at Whole Foods Market.
Does she trip out seeing herself as a little kid, like a little baby?
No, she just thinks she'll laugh. She'll laugh and she'll think it's cute, you know. And she's also here's what's crazy. So she got into a little phase of watching these really young YouTubers, like this girl named this channel called Diana Aroma, and also this girl named Nastia. These little like Ukrainian blonde girls that make these like little kid videos, right? So she understands now the concept of making videos for people to watch, because she sees me with my phone out. She knows like I'm probably taking a video, so she's like, I want to see. So like sometimes, you know, we're just taking videos for fun, right? But sometimes she'll go, Daddy, take a video for all the kids to see. Take a video for all the kids to see. I'm like, okay. I'll put it on. She goes, okay. Today, this is my room, and oh, look at this. This is nice. This is my favorite pillow. Like that, dog.
One of my favorite channels that I watched during the first 2 months that my son was born, he decided to stop making content. It's his channel called The Outdoor Boys. And he just does like wilderness shit.
Okay.
And he had like 14 million subscribers, millions of views every video.
And what happened?
He decided to stop doing it because it was taking away from his family.
Oh, shit.
And he was like, it was like you make good money and you're blowing up. And then he goes, it's just, I don't think he was ready for the fame. And then just like people coming up to him and doing all this other stuff. Because he's like a religious dude. And he literally just created this channel for him and his boys, just so they could do outdoor stuff, which is what he did with his dad. And now he started to realize it's like, oh, I'm kind of like not living like a family life.
Dog, when I was in that 2.5 hour drive from my house to Palm Springs, the driver, I was like, all right, you gonna be good, bro? It's late. You got a 3 hour drive ahead of you, 2.5 hours. He's like, no, I'm good. I gotta drive back and I'll probably just stay up because I gotta pick my daughter up from grad night. I was like, oh shit, your daughter's 18, graduation, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, that's why I'm leaving now. I'm trying to be home for my daughter, like, and my boy, like, I'm trying to just be at home as much as I can, even when I have to work. And he's like, yeah, man, like, just soak it in, because he's like, I had a job that was paying pretty decent, but, and I had to travel, but I had to drive everywhere all the time. And he's like, till one day, my daughter was like, Daddy, like, where are you? Like, when are you gonna be home? And he got so sad about it. He quit that job, took a lesser paying job because he just wanted to be home. You know what I'm saying? And that is like something I don't want to have as a regret.
It'd be so funny if he lied to you and he was just never had a job before. His wife is like, he left his wife on the phone. She's like, why you fucking lying, dude? You bum ass motherfucker. You ain't never had a job. This is your first job.
And where's my child support check?
Yeah. Yo, but that's the thing too, is like that first 3 or 4 years of their life, right? You see the most amount of change. And then, here's the harsh reality of things. It's like, because I know people who are either in like high corporate paying jobs, or they're in entertainment and acting, like not what we do, because we have like our online personality for us to make money, like make a bag here and there. Other people don't. They're just either on set or they're auditioning all the time. And I asked them what's like, being a parent and doing that. Like, dude, I don't get to see my kids a lot. And it's like, I don't know if that's worth it for me, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it. Like, I don't get this back.
I know.
Like, we don't, like, what if today I was gone? I would have witnessed the first time he ever said his first word. And that would kill me for the rest of my life. Like, I would never, ever be able to live that down. And it's like, I kind of missed the first one, but I heard it. I didn't get to physically see it. But at least I was there. And then he got to repeat it, and I was there. And it wasn't Mariel telling me, hey, he said his first words. And I think if I was away hearing that, I fucking would have died, dude.
Dog, I missed Q's first steps.
You piece of shit, dude.
I was working. I was filming I forget where I was at. Maybe I was podcasting with you motherfucker. You goddamn piece of shit.
Yeah, well, he's going to listen to the podcast like, Q's not that cool.
No, man, I was upset. The nanny, actually, she sent a video because he had been kind of like teetering.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's coming so soon. It's coming so soon. And then one day she was like, oh my God, look, sent a video of him being like, ah. I was like, oh no, my boy.
You know what I did the other day that was a little petty, and I'm a little ashamed of myself?
You socked him?
Yeah, 100%. This fool was trying to grab his own bottle, and he was holding his own bottle to feed him. I swiped those hands away. I was like, Daddy's not ready.
Too soon.
I was like, Daddy's not ready. Mariel was like, did you see him hold his bottle? I was like, I saw. I removed his hands. I made him hold my hand. I made him hold my finger. I was like, no, not yet. I know you can do it, but not yet. I'm not ready for this. Daddy needs to feed you.
Oh, man, I can't believe you guys are going to have another kid soon. That's crazy.
I want one. You know what I actually want to do instead of having a kid? I want to adopt a kid.
Do you?
I've always wanted to adopt a kid since ever.
Why?
Like,
What for?
Their original parents didn't want them. Oh, you. Like, dude. Clearly, there's something wrong with them. Nah, I just feel like it's so unfair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's unfair. Like, how come they don't get to have, like a loving household? Like, they didn't do anything.
I know. I mean, there is that thought of like, it's not fair for me to make new babies when there are so many babies without homes, without love, without parents, I get that.
Like, I've always wanted to adopt. But I told Mariel too, it's like, I told this Mariel when I first met her. And I was like, listen, but if you don't want to adopt because you feel that you wouldn't be as good of a mother to this kid compared to the one that you gave birth to. But that's always like the thought in like in the back of a lot of people's head. I'm like, I'm not gonna force you to, and I won't hold it against you. Like, I wouldn't be upset if we never did, right? But if you are open to it, I would love to adopt. Like, I really, really want to adopt a kid.
Dang, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, one tall, lanky African kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 20 years old.
20 years old, about to join the NBA. You know what I mean? No, actually, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Do you even get to choose? I don't know how the adoption process works.
I don't know how specific that is. I think you get to choose because, look, you can choose your sperm donors mad specific. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
You can literally look through a book that tells you what your sperm donor looks like, what their education is. My homegirl, this lesbian couple, they were at a sperm donor, a sperm bank, I guess, going through this fucking list of potential donors. One literally said, donor looks like Dante Bosco and Timothy De La Ghetto.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God.
That is hilarious.
She sent it to me like, LOL, look at this. I was like, oh my God.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so you can choose you can get pretty specific with it,
Damn. Do you think you could adopt a kid?
I never thought about that as something I would do. Because I just always imagined a bunch of little big-headed babies that look just like me running around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think if it was a situation where I felt like maybe I had to adopt a kid.
Like one of your friends.
Yeah.
Like nobody could take care of the kid.
Yeah. Like I think I would do that and really, show all the love to this kid, right? And I think something does happen, even if it's not your quote unquote blood baby. Like, especially if it's a little baby, and you got those like first few years, 2, 3, 1 to 4 is like you said, there's so much happening. There's so much just bonding and like it's a little baby. They're so cute. You play with a puppy for an hour and you're like, oh no, I love this puppy, right? Yeah. So when it's like a little human that starts to develop and talk in front of you, I could see that love being there, right?
Yeah.
But I've never thought about it. Nah.
Damn.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that popped in my head a long time ago. Oh, I know why. It was because I went on a missionary trip. That's what happened. And you see these are the orphans?
The orphans.
Are the orphans.
Are the orphans.
That's God punishing you right there.
Yeah, literally. Oh, God, I was just playing, man.
No, when you see like these orphan kids, I was like, damn, man. Like, I feel, I don't know, it just feels so unfair to me. It's like, damn, man. Like, if I had the means, like, if I'm really wealthy enough to do it, I would really want to do it. But then once again, it depends, like, it takes two to tango, so both people have to be really into it.
Just divorce Mariel and adopt a kid.
Oh, please, dude. I already had this one kid with her. It's impossible now. This cute little baby that said mom first. You motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, see? That's grounds for divorce right there, dog.
Yeah, dude. He's already dead to me.
There we go. Stay with Mariel, divorce the baby.
I would divorce the baby. Get the fuck out of my life, dude.
Have you seen? I recently saw this video, dog, of this little boy. He was probably, let's see, he's probably 3 or 4, okay? He's trying to run away, and his mom's like, bye, right? So he has a little basket, cute little black boy. He has his little basket. He has his toys or whatever he packed up. And the caption says, LOL, he tries to run away, but then he realizes. So packs his shit, leaves the door. He's like, bye. She's like, bye, okay, well, take care of yourself, right? He walks out. He's in front of the house. He stops. Turns back around. He looks. Comes back. She's like, oh, you came back? What happened? He's like, I was going to leave, but then I realized, then I remembered you guys all love me. She's like, I tried to tell you. He's like, okay, I'm not leaving. Goes back in, puts his shit down, turns the TV on.
Dude, that's a really healthy parent because I know what my mom would have done. Because she literally did this.
Yeah.
So my brother, when he was younger, my brother told me a little bit about this, but my mom has the full story because he was really young.
Okay.
He was like 5 years old. And this is when we were still living in Korea. And Korea gets fucking cold. It's like snowing, ice, blizzard type of cold. So my mom was basically telling him to put his like toys and put his stuff away. And he was like, no, I'm not doing it. My mom's like, I'm giving you a warning. It's time. You got to put your stuff away. And then he just storms out.
Okay.
He goes into his room, gets his cute little backpack, stuffs it with his like toys. And he goes, I'm leaving. And my mom's like, oh, cool. And he's like walking. She goes, where are you going? And he was like, I'm leaving the house. I'm going away. And then she was like, I know. I didn't ask that. I was like, where are you going with my stuff? And so my mom strips him butt ass naked, kicks him out of the house in a blizzard. Dude.
What the fuck?
Dude. And then you just hear him just like, she said that she closed the door. He's butt naked with nothing and is silent because he's so stubborn. Like my brother's stubborn as shit.
Okay.
She said he was out there for like 15 minutes.
What?
No peep, not a single word.
What?
And then out of nowhere, he just goes, let me in, it's so cold. He's like bawling, banging on the door. And then she said, my mom's cracking up telling me the story. She like opens the door a little bit. She goes, I thought you were leaving. She goes, I thought you were leaving. He goes, oh, I want to come back in. She goes, no, you're leaving. And she just closed the door.
Oh my God.
She left them out there for like another 5 minutes.
Damn, I'm inspired. I need to be tougher on my kids.
My mom was rough, dude.
Ah, but then look at how you turned out.
Oh yeah, it's not that great, man. Yeah, I'm tough as nails though.
You know what I did to Veda the other day? So satisfying. She was being so annoying in the bath, right? She like splashed me and I was like, baby, don't splash daddy in the face, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's looking at me. She did it again. I was like, Veda, you splashed me. I'm gonna splash you back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She fucking looks at me, splashes me. It's like, okay.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't do that. But I took a huge, like, Hadouken. Fucking, I charged the shit from back here. I was like, sploosh, like, on her whole face. She starts bawling. Yeah, I was like, I told you.
She fucking flies out the bathtub like a tsunami.
Fucking just flops onto the floor. It was so satisfying, dog.
Yeah, you warned her.
I warned her. And she wants to be a little unpleasant lady about it.
Hey, I know what you wanted to say.
So that was satisfying.
We call that a man of his word, dude.
Yeah.
And Papa warned her, and he said he was gonna do it, and he fucking did it, dude.
And I fucking did it, man.
That must have felt so satisfying.
Yeah, especially since I don't normally stick to my word. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with your daughter.
Yeah. They're like, baby, okay, you got 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna get out, okay? 2 more minutes. Alarm goes off. No. Like, okay, you can play for a little bit. I think people like hearing our daddy stories. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I don't know, compared to our previous content and jokes and shit like that. Like,
I think it's the evolution that people get to see, right? Because they've seen us since, we were in our early 20s into who we are now. And it's just like trippy for them to see that, right? And we're not even done evolving yet either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to get so fucking buff, dude. It's happening. I'm already down like 100 pounds.
You look great.
Oh man, I gained so much weight in the last month.
And look, I'm never gonna stop making dick jokes, but the people that It's crazy to think, if we talking about the vlogs, there are people that have watched the vlog channel I've been vlogging for like 12 years now. 12, 13 years. So they've seen me, OG vlogs, student at Cal State Long Beach, working at California Pizza Kitchen with my ex, cleaning the restaurant, you know what I'm saying, late at night.
I really feel like you were one of the first people that really vlogged, though.
I mean, I wasn't the first.
I don't know anybody else who did it that early, though. Well, for me personally.
Shit, Carl. A couple other people.
Oh, Shay Carl's the, who's he?
Has a bunch of kids.
The Mormon guy?
One of the OG YouTubers, yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one that, like, I feel like if you talking about like daily vlogs, he was probably one of the first people to really do it like that. Yeah, man, so people can really see the progression of my life and the evolution of like going from broke college kid, different girlfriend, working at California Pizza Kitchen.
That's crazy.
And then it's crazy because you also see my like little single stage as well, party stage. I was doing mad shows. Sometimes you kind of see me like with a lot of random girls or whatever. I remember one like vlog comment recently was like, yo, 2010 Tim was crazy. See it all. It's like it's completely different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's all just like, you know, you can just see this different stages of my life in like 10-minute episodes.
It's like these different like growing stages too, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's funny too, because I feel like sometimes a lot of people can fake the funk, but you've literally put your life out there so people can go ahead and actually reference it and see what you were talking about.
Yeah. So you lost 100 pounds, huh?
Total, yeah, since my biggest. And gotta lose like another 20 and I'm pretty much good.
Not gonna lie, bro. I was supposed to be in a little bathing suit today for the shit I was shooting with Batoon. So your boy was starving himself. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, not really, but just off the cart. Breakfast, steak and eggs, didn't touch the potatoes even though they look fire. They were like, what should we have for lunch? I was like, oh, give me the fucking Caesar salad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, so that's why I'm going in right now, dog.
Look, I have eaten everything under the sun that had legs and limbs for the last month. And I'll tell you this, I feel like shit. Like, it's crazy how bad I feel. And I would have never felt it if I just stayed fat.
Yeah.
Right? Because you didn't know. Normal.
Yeah.
And now that I've gotten healthier, like this last month, like Mariel too was like, dude, your energy is low. It's like, 'cause you've been eating garbage like for the last month. I'm not used to it anymore. Mm-hmm. But I can't wait till I just like, we move in, we settle down. I start doing the fucking 4-mile jogs again, eating the healthy.
4 miles, dog. How long does that take?
So I can do miles now. Well, I don't know now that I gained like 7 or 8 pounds, but I can average about like 8 to 10-minute miles consistently.
Oh, so you're 8 times 4, half an hour?
Yeah.
God. It feels like such a long time to just be walking.
You know what I did when I was first jogging? Is like my motivation to lose weight is solely based on my wife and my kid.
Yeah.
I would literally mumble to myself, it's like, it's for my wife, it's for my kid, it's for my, because I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Me too.
So I have to chant this mantra to keep me going because I fucking hate running.
That's so funny because like when I'm working out with my trainer, I'm always like this. You trying to get movie right? You trying to get camera ready? I think of fucking Zac Efron. That motherfucker's chiseled. Get like Zac Efron.
We have very different motivations.
Like internal health, yes. Children, trying to prolong this shit, right? External, when I'm doing muscle, when this motherfucker has me doing squats and weights, I'm like, God. I'm like, you gotta look buff. You gotta look buff for camera. Ugh.
You're so vain, dude.
I think it's necessary.
I think so too. Whatever motivates you guys. Well, guys, that wraps up this episode of Dudes Behind the Foods.
Yeah, wrap it up unless you're super pretty, guys. And thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. Watch another episode if you want. Look at David's feet. And bye.
Bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food. Dudes.